Hey everybody, welcome to Erin and Sunflower Steve's Thanksgiving Spectacular.
Woohoo!
At least that's what we're calling it. Listen, we're here, we want to do something really special for you today. So we are going to build this container, and Sunflower Steve, as you guys all know him, is so kind. He brought all of this down. So we don't have a plan for this container. We're just going to kind of wing it. By the way, hold on a second. We are celebrating just a little bit here. Here, I'm making Steve drink coffee. He doesn't like coffee.
And she said maybe it's just because I haven't had the right coffee made for me, so...
I still don't think you like it, but we did put a lot of Baileys in it. So
to take the edge off?
Apparently that tastes okay. What do you think? He still doesn't like it.
It's tolerable. I can taste the Baileys. No, it's good. I'll need the caffeine for the drive home. Thank you. And it's like, what, 29, 30 degrees?
It's very chilly
and the wind is just howling today.
Yeah, we picked a great day to do this, and we are not in a protected spot here. So anyway, okay, we're just going to start building this, and Steve and I actually approach containers slightly different. So I thought we'll just kind of talk through it as we build it in sort of theory. But keep in mind, you guys, when it comes to doing containers, especially holiday containers, just do whatever you want. Have fun with it.
Right.
I mean, really, and I just have the old potting mix in here. It did get a little hard on me, and I actually just used my auger to loosen it up a little bit. In the past, I've put foams in these containers. My plan with those was that since I owned them, I was going to use them until they were used up and could be used no more, and then I wasn't going to replace them because there are some environmental concerns with foam. So that's what we're doing. So we're just going to go, in fact, we still have some plant material hanging off here. We're just going to go straight into the soil with this one, and then the little trick with that is when you're all done, here it'll freeze no matter what. But if you want to pour some water in there, it'll all freeze in place really quickly. Yep. All right, we're going to start building.
All right,
good?
Let's do it.
All right, this is the red twig dogwood, and this is red twig. Is this red twig dogwood?
That's the red twig dogwood, and then this is the birch.
Oh, okay, so this is birch just painted white.
Yep.
The birch is beautiful. It's got lovely little buds on it. Really
I
pretty.
like to use it because, I think a lot of people when they build these, they like to fill up the negative space.
Yeah.
And they have the same colors, and it fills up everything.
Right.
And I think you need some areas to see through.
Right.
But this, you can see through it because it's an airy branch.
Right.
But it's white, so there's contrast against the green.
Right. I like it. So we're going to mix, I think we're going to mix red and white. I got one over there.
Okay.
Yep, we're good. I don't even know if we're going to need it, to be honest, because we're going to go right in there. So I'm thinking, this is probably the tallest piece or close to it.
Yep, I'm just put some sharp edges on so they go in quicker.
Thank you. Oh, perfect. See, Steve's making sharp edges for us. Little tip. Perfect.
That might be the tallest one there.
Thank you.
Yep.
So so this is really, you guys just play around with this and have fun. Steve, do you go into these with a plan, or do you make them when you're doing these? Do you have a plan? Or?
I've kind of done so many. You're already going blow my plan away.
See, what would you have done?
I would have started myself. I would have started with my center of, my line first here, and then I like to branch out from there where I get a more angle.
Oh, right,
spilling out like that. But like you say, anybody can do it however they want.
I think the theory is, I think we're both after the same thing. I just think it's construction-wise.
Right.
We've got different construction methods going on.
All
right, well, Steve, why don't you go ahead, put those in.
I'm going to put
it's the right direction, I think. So stick those in there and build them around that. We're also freezing, so I would say maybe we're not being super particular here.
I'm not freezing. I just, well, that one's really short, isn't it?
Yeah, but all that, you're not going to see any of this bottom by the time we get done filling this bottom. So those bare legs don't matter at all.
You okay with that?
I'm okay with that. I think that's great. I think that's great. All right. Now I think we got to work in some whites, don't you?
Yep, let's pull the reds out of here. Get some whites in there.
Yep. Because I think this is going to be really, look at those.
Yeah, that's it. Just a nice contrast.
Yeah,
You know what all I did for this was I bought a cheap Wagner power painter, airless sprayer for like 50 bucks years ago, and I get a water-based paint, so I know that's much better for the environment, but I think it does break down easier, and just frost them a little bit.
So you guys have seen me do all sorts of different kinds of things, including very formal, very highly arranged designs, and I like these sort of free-form, more natural ones just as much.
All right.
Okay, and keep in mind you can always add more or take out, it doesn't matter. So this is beautiful Norway pine with these nice, beautiful, long needles. Those are called needles.
Yep.
So here's some more of that here. So we're just gonna, I was just telling Steve, you guys know that I like to work out from the pot. So this is sort of creating kind of a skirt around the pot, which I think softens up the edge of the pot quite a bit.
Yeah. And you can use the natural bend of the...
Yes, this does have a really nice natural arc to it.
I know, I think we got a long way to go to spectacular, but we're getting there.
Well, listen, we're just starting here.
Yep. Oh, it's good.
It does. Okay.
All right.
All right, now we're gonna add some more greens. So I hope you guys can see the beautiful color on this juniper, and of course it's got those beautiful berries. Sometimes I like to save these evergreens that have a slightly different contrast to pop in at the end, so you can, use them sparingly.
See, look at, compared this one to that one. This has a lot more emerald green.
Is this the same?
No, it's a different kind. I don't know what kind it is, but it's a different kind.
Right, so look at those two junipers, but beautiful texture, and of course those blueberries are so great on juniper. I'm thinking techie arborvitae here.
Sure, yep.
I'm going to tell Steve what I would do. I'm going to see what he would do here. I would sort of build up this layer kind of from the same angle. Is that what you were sort of thinking too?
Exactly.
Yep.
Sure. No, you're right. Filling in the spot a little bit here.
But this has these great little seed heads on it.
This one smells really good too.
Oh, it does.
Not so much out here, but...
No, I can smell it. It smells great.
So now I've been told, some people call this incense cedar. See, it has these little gold tips on it. It has the green with the gold. I really like it.
I've always thought of incense cedar as having like more, well, this whole thing is really covered in it. Maybe that's what it is.
I have no idea.
It's beautiful.
It grows wild on a friend of mine's land.
Yeah.
And that's what I was told it is, and I grow flowers. I don't know my shrubs very well. That's why I rely on people like you.
So this is the green juniper, greener of the two junipers.
Right.
And like, now you guys, we have all kinds of other stuff. We've got more berries to fill in here and everything. So I'm thinking, just do whatever you think.
Towards the center?
You do what you think is right. I'm willing to. Oh, see, look at that. That's nice.
There is nowhere. Just turn the berries towards the visual.
Take advantage of that kind of nice upright form on this. I don't want to lose it because it's so nice and pretty, so I don't want to stick it too far back there.
You want to step back and hold it.
It's a little too straight. It's got to be angled more. But I think
angle this way, or?
I think we're in the right angle this towards you.
Like this?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Let's try that and see what you think. How does that look?
Looks good. We're getting there.
So what I'm thinking with this is that I would do, something kind of,
Boy, look how that gold just pops out.
Yeah, kind of fill that in right in there. Sort of partially in.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay, now I think we should go with the blue.
Put one of those in to see
Okay.
just what it looks like and where it should be.
Well, I would say something like.
That is a pretty.
I mean, because I think with this, like a little bit goes like just
something.
kind of around, sort of around within the whole. Stick that in. Yep, that's great. I like that. I think that looks pretty good for the blue. I think if you put too much in, you lose it.
Yep.
So here's what we have for berry type things. Now this is the sumac that you brought down for fall, correct?
The little balls, yeah, it's called staghorn.
So, and then we have, this is cranberry viburnum, which is always pretty. I love using this, although the birds will come after this one quickly.
That's the Wentworth variety.
Yes, I think that might be the one I have growing across the driveway.
Okay.
The only thing with this is that the birds clean it off really quickly. And then we've got beautiful winterberry.
This is called winter red.
Look at the color on this. Oh, it's so good.
And this one is called Afterglow. It's a little more of an orangish red.
That's really pretty too.
And this one, I was growing this as a kind of experiment with my old plant
You
guy,
gotta
and
step
it
this way
came
a
out
little
kind of a peachy colored. Almost like it looks like salmon eggs.
It's really pretty. It does look like salmon eggs. This is really pretty too.
There you put it next to the red.
Right.
It's really quite the contrast.
we add in a little bit of this?
You know, maybe.
Or is that too much if we do that? Oh, there we go. That's good. Yeah. Yep. Let's do that. That's a great idea.
I got another one over here.
Okay. Yeah, we'll just do some little sort
just so it's in the
interspersed in the
hardly even
greens.
have to see it. Just so it's kind of just
Yep.
in there.
There we go. Ooh, that's pretty.
And it's a different red too. That's what I like.
And I have to say, I actually like the leaves still on this one. You know,
Oh, yeah,
I'm sure,
yep.
you know, I think it's pretty that there's the texture of the leaves on it.
That does. It just looks like candy.
Okay, so I want to know, what do you think we're at right now? Would you stop? Because there's one thing I might add to this, but there is a point at which you have to stop. So
Yeah.
I'm wondering what your feeling is.
You know, it's hard because you have so much stuff and you just want to use it all.
Right.
But maybe just a couple. I think we need to add like a few more of the different colored winterberries.
Okay.
Just as a contrast, maybe a sprig
Okay,
here and a
okay.
sprig there.
All right.
And then you can put the other stuff in your urn.
Okay.
But I think just at least one more of the other winterberries in there.
Okay.
Just a small amount.
Yep.
But yeah, I think we're getting pretty close to being
The
done.
only other thing I think maybe, we'll see when we're going to add those winterberries in, I might add a couple more white branches.
Yep, exactly. That's what I said earlier. I thought we were kind of covering
Yep,
them all up.
Yep, so might have a couple of those. So let's get some of these guys in there. Like this guy right here, you think?
Yep, kind of see through the woods.
Oh,
kinda.
that's pretty.
Straight up and down or angled out?
I'm thinking angled maybe, but whatever you think. Do whatever you think. I mean, I think there's...
No, that looks better. Yeah, the white looks better. That might have been overkill, but yeah. Too much. Let me see what you did.
We've just jammed it in a container full of all these things, and then Steve comes over with one little branch. Nope, too much. So Steve just said, why don't you tell me what you just said? There, we're at the same height.
I can't remember what I said.
You said it looks like we had no plan.
Yes, it looks like you had no plan, but it looks good.
I mean, here's my theory on this. My theory is, first of all, the amount of color that this winterberry brings in is just, that winterberry is fabulous. I feel like maybe I need to start growing some of that.
Yeah.
But I think anytime you add in this kind of color, I just don't think you can go wrong with these. And I don't mind this natural, I consider this to be sort of a natural look, and I don't mind it at all.
No, like I say, it's all subjective, and it's whatever, pleases your eye.
See, a lot of times what I would do in a container is a lot of times I start with like a bundle of twigs.
Okay.
And almost tie them together as like a big, strong, like a whole bunch of them. But what you said was, you had mentioned this, is sometimes you want to see through things a little bit too. And so I think this is really nice. Now, of course, I can add lights to this if I want to add lights to this.
Yep.
And I probably will, actually, just a few kind of work through here. But I think it's really nice. I think it's a really nice play on texture.
Oh, you got everything in there. You got all the different kinds of conifers. You got the round berries. You got the different colors of berries. I know it's not the natural color, the white, but it really does contrast everything else. I mean, once there's snow, you don't have to worry about it. But right now,
yeah, no, I agree. And I think that, this is a little bit of a case of embarrassment of riches. I've never had so many materials to work with a container before, so it's fun to be able to mix it all in. I think that makes this really fun.
We used to do a lot of it for farmers market to extend our season and all that, and it does, it takes a lot to forage all this stuff. Like you say, but when you have it there at your disposal, it's just so nice to be able to use it.
All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed seeing this all come together. Make your holiday displays, your outdoor holiday displays, whatever you want them to be. Have fun with it. I actually had a ton of fun putting this together. It was actually really fun to do it with Steve. I can't thank you enough for bringing all this stuff, but mostly, it's nice to do these projects with a friend, and that's why I want to show you this on Thanksgiving, because it's really just nice to be with family and friends. And I hope if you celebrate Thanksgiving, I hope you're having a wonderful day with your family and friends as well. So happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah, happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
All right, bye everybody.
Bye now, Steve.
Oh, I'm slipping away, so don't let me